Hi, people! It's Saturday night. You know what that means? UFC night. It's my first ever UFC preview show, first ever preview video for my predictions for UFC 134 Rio. Takes place tonight at the HSBC Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, starting at 9, 8 Central only on PPV. Now, when it comes to UFC previews, I will only talk about the main card, not the prelims. I will not discuss the prelims at all. I will only discuss the main 5 cards. Not even the prelims that will be on Spike. Just the regular 5 fights. Let's get down to business. By the way, this is a Brazilian show. Every fight has a Brazilian in it. Alright. Here we go with light heavyweight about to begin. Luis Kane versus Stanislav Needkov. Never heard of him. Stanislav. But I've seen Luis Kane before. He's on a recent win against Elliot Marshall at UFC 128 in New Jersey. I didn't see that pay-per-view. It might have been a prelim match. Well, this guy, Stanislav Needkov from Bulgaria, makes his debut tonight. So I say Luis Kane. He's the veteran. He's on a victory. And he just showed this new guy you don't get in on a free pass. You have to earn it. Then, I'm not just saying that because he's a Brazilian. I'm just saying. But you won't be surprised by who I pick. In the lightweight division, the Brit, Wasp Pearson, takes on Edson Barboza. Pearson, who is the brand I mentioned, is on a victory at UFC 127 against Special Fisher at UFC 127 in Australia. While Anthony Ducati was the latest victim for Mr. Pearson, and he also fought at UFC 123 in Detroit as in Barboza. So I would pick Barboza because I saw him in Detroit, and he's got a better winning streak than Pearson. I'm not, like I said, I'm not picking the Brazilian just because the Brazilian. There's a reasoning besides the obvious fact. Then after that, we have the heavyweight division. Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, the older dog. He will be taking on Brendan Schaub. This is his first fight in about a long time, Mr. Nogueira. He lost to Cain Velasquez in UFC on Sydney last year. So now he's back after over a year away. He returned against Brendan Schaub, the American, who is on a winning streak. I say Schaub. Schaub beats him. Nogueira's been losing to everybody, man. He lost to his last fight was against Cain Velasquez, who's now the champion now. So I say Nogueira loses against Brendan Schaub. Brendan's younger, Rodrigo's older. He hasn't been in the ring in a while. So we'll see what goes down, but I say Schaub wins. Then our double main event, which should be a decent one. Ooh, the two former champions. The most recent former champion of the light heavyweight division, Mauricio Shogun Rua, takes on Forrest Griffin. Now, we all know Rua's story. This is his first fight since losing the Bones back at UFC 128. Well, Mr. Griffin's most recent victory was against Rich Franklin through a unanimous decision at UFC 126. I say, man, this is a tough one. This is going to be a tough fight. This should be an interesting fight. You got two former champions duking it out. But I think Shogun's got more pressure because Shogun was the most recent champion. He's got a lot to prove. So I say Shogun wins it. He needs to go out and prove to everybody that he is the man and needs to get back into the title picture. And speaking of people who beat the fuck out of Forrest Griffin, that leads us to our main event for the UFC middleweight champion, the self-proclaimed pound for pound best fighter award, or as I like to call him, pussy. I'll explain in a second. Anderson Silva takes on the man who's given him his only defeat, Yushin Okami. He got this fight after a unanimous victory over Nate the Great Marquardt at UFC 122. I don't even know why he deserved that fight, because that fight was stupid. It was like nothing, man. So Okami better prove tonight. Now here's the plan. Here's what I've noticed, and I've seen like a lot of Anderson Silva fights. I've seen a lot of them. So here's what I've noticed. The only time you can see someone have a chance to beat Silva is they go for him from the get-go. They get him on the ground and beat the hell out of him. Like Chael Sonnen did. Chael Sonnen beat the hell out of Silva from the get-go. He wasn't afraid to take his ass down and beat him up. You saw what happened with Belfort. Got the hell knocked out of him with that karate kick. Well, bam! Back in February. Well, coincidentally, Griffin last fought as well, so it's kind of weird. Like Griffin's fighting the same night as Silva again, because they were on the same card last time. Anyway, and I call Silva pussy because you see Silva fight sometimes. He runs around sometimes, doesn't hit people. I remember last couple of fights I've seen of him before Chael Sonnen. I remember one fight, UFC 116 or 117. It was him versus not Kotan. Who did he fight? No, it wasn't 117. It was like what, like I think it was like UFC like 97. UFC 97. It was Silva versus There's Ladies. Oh God, that match was terrible. So it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. And then of course we saw Silva's fight against. I remember his fight at what was it? Israel or something? Abu Dhabi. Which makes me glad I missed that fight. Because Damian Maia, that match stunk too, because Silva was running around for like the last two fights, not even hitting him. But then we had, of course, his fight against Chael, and Chael beat the crap out of him, and he only got lucky when he submitted him. So, like I said, if he can take him to the ground from the get-go and beat the fuck out of him, then we're going to have a new middleweight champion in Yushin Okami. However, if Yushin doesn't go after him immediately, then Silva's going to win. Let's say I want Okami to win. I want him to win because I'm not the biggest Silva fan in the world. I like Silva, but he needs to prove that he needs to go after him quick. You know, the only time I like Silva fights is like they end quick sometimes, because the best thing about him beating Vitor Belfort in less than a minute is the fact we don't have to see him go through 4 rounds of running around like a pussy. But we'll see what goes down tonight. Silva and Okami. I say I want Okami to win, but it depends on what Okami does. If he takes him down immediately, he'll win. If not, he's dead. That is my UFC 134 preview for today. I will see y'all tomorrow for my review, because I'm not doing it at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'll take my review tomorrow. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. See you.